How's it going, guys? In today's video, we will be showcasing the Tier 6 Japanese alternate destroyer Shiratsuyu. This game is not one of the highest total damage games, I should say. But I think this one does a really good job of showing that playing a Japanese destroyer doesn't necessarily mean you have to be the guy that mercilessly spams torpedoes and runs away from objectives, right? The alternate line DDs for the IJN destroyers are gun focused. Not so much at the tier 6 one. I think the really good gun capabilities are kind of unlocked with Akazuki and then Kitakazi, obviously. But for me, anyways, I like to play these boats as gunboats. The second line, right? What's the tier 5 one? It's not Fubuki. It's Hasaharu. Those still feel like torque boats to me, so you're kind of limited into how aggressively you can play them as a gunboat. And this one's kind of a hybrid, right? Like, the guns are okay. I feel like they don't hit that hard. At least for me, they didn't. Like, the guns don't feel like a gunboat. But, a modest reload rate, and, like, you can actually kind of fight with other DDs. And that's why this turned out to be a pretty high XP game for me. Like I said, I didn't hit like a truckload of torps, but still had a pretty good XP total at the end, and it's kind of playing caps, right? It's finding other destroyers, and you'll notice I run this boat with no smoke screen. It's possible. You can play a Japanese destroyer without just relying on a smoke screen all the time. I have the reload booster, and how many are there? You only get 2. I think this is kind of a play style thing, and a lot of it's going to depend on, what kind of other destroyers are you getting on the other team? What are your teammates doing to help you, right? Because if you are playing a ship like this, and you don't have a smoke screen, and you're not quite paying attention, and you look up and you're the only one in a position to play a cap, which happens a lot, right? I mean, destroyer mains out there, how many times do you see your radar cruiser kiting away from the cap 30 seconds after he was right there, and then all of a sudden you're all by yourself and you're SOL, right? It happens a lot, so, like, I wouldn't recommend this necessarily. You just have to be really in tune with kind of what's going on in the battle, because you can get in a pickle and get stuck without that smoke screen if you're not careful. But at this point, I think I was just experimenting with it, and honestly, it's kind of a change of pace from, the regular Japanese destroyer line. Those are more focused, obviously, but, honestly, these kind of feel the same. This one has 2 torpedo launchers. Akazuki has just the 1. I haven't gotten to Kitakazi yet, but either way, it's just kind of a different way to play it, and it doesn't matter what destroyer you're in. You should always be, at least attempting to put your boat in a position to contest caps, right? Like, everybody knows, some games you can't. Sometimes it's just not possible, right? You're on a flank with another cruiser and a battleship. Your cruiser gets dev struck 35 seconds into the game after his first turn, and you have a battleship bow tanking in reverse. Sometimes it's just like you can't take that cap, but you can always put yourself in a position to at least deny an enemy advance. So, this is how I like to play this ship. I'm a gunboat guy. Like, I have Shima. I finally finished a Shima Bureau, and I just feel like complete asshole playing those ships. It's not for me. It can be fun if, like, you're being harassed, in a session by destroyers and, cruisers that don't counter them. Sometimes it's nice to, inflict some pain on other people, but even with Shima, you can still play it in a way that resembles a destroyer instead of, you know, it could have been really easy for me to take the scenic route and sail all the way around that island around C just to torp in the back line. You don't have to do that. And this game is a pretty good example of that. So, hope you guys enjoy, and I will talk to you on the next one. Haha, carrier, we don't like you.
領艦に要請する。支援が必要だ。エンジンブースト解除。Alle Stationen brauche Feuerunterstützung.敵駆逐艦の撃墜を確認。